Welcome to SmartParking, a web application that will help you find the best possible parking, brought to you by Odin Solutions and the University of Murcia. This application can be accessed via web browser, both from computers and mobile devices alike. We will be using a desktop browser during this presentation, but the instructions apply just the same from your cell phone. SmartParking features some special characteristics that allow for a personalized search experience. Different users might have access to different search results based on their profiles. Thus, in order to access the system, we first need to log in. Then the program will welcome us with this interface, in which we can differentiate a search form panel and a map panel. In the search form, we can introduce our actual location via a search box. We can click on Auto, which will use the GPS of our device in order to geolocate us, or we can manually select our location. In this case, we will be choosing this option. I will introduce my location as being in the Computer Science faculty in the University of Murcia. Next, we will have to choose our destination. Once again, we can do it by introducing a search term in this box, or we can manually choose a location on the map. This time, we will choose this place close to the center of Murcia. Then comes the customization of our query. We can choose for how long do we want to stay in this parking. We can choose as well at which time do you plan to arrive to that location. In this case, we will be arriving at noon. And we can further customize our query by using this extra panel of user preferences. In this panel, we can see this box in which we introduce what is the maximum cost that we are thinking about spending in our stay. We can also customize whether we want some specific kind of parking in which electric cars are allowed or can be charged. We can also choose to search for parkings which allow for a car wash, inside or nearby. And finally, we can also choose car parkings that have some kind of disabled adaptation. Finally, using this bar, we will choose how much distance, the maximum distance that we allow the system to make us walk to our desired destination. In this case, we will leave it at 600 meters. Finally, we press the search parking button and we wait for an answer. And now we have the results. In the map panel, we can see the route that we have to drive to the parking. We can also see in this panel to the right some details about the parking that the system has recommended us. In this case, it is a regulated parking zone called Hora 4. We have a 74% chance of finding parking there. There is a 230 meters distance from our parking to the desired destination, and it's going to charge us 39 cents for the estimated time that we are going to be parking there, 15 minutes. We also have some information regarding whether it offers some kind of electric charge for the electric vehicles. It's not apt for disabled, and it doesn't offer any car wash service. Also, we can see here the rating for other users of the system for this parking. Additionally, we can press the Show Route button, which will show us the full directions, both driving and walking to our final destination. As we sweep our mouse over these instructions, we can see how the map gets updated and shows us the exact location of each one of those directions. It's capable of showing us the little bit of route that we have to do walking. Now let's try to use another different user by pushing this button, exit, in the menu, we will be shown again with the login prompt. In this case, we will use the user J. Martinez from Odines. We are going to be searching for the exact same route, so we will input once again our location in the Computer Science faculty in the University of Murcia. Then we will ask the system to provide us instructions to get to the same exact location than before. We will leave the same parameters. We want to get there at noon. We will stay there for 50 minutes. And once again, we will choose our user preferences. We will leave the maximum cost at €5. We will choose not to have or not give importance to the electric charging facilities, neither for car wash, nor being it adapted for disabled. Finally, again, we will leave the desired amount of walking from the parking to our desired destination at 600 meters. We press search parking, and this time we can see the system provided us with a different parking recommendation. This time he offered us the parking 104, a private parking. We have an 81% chance of finding parking there. It's 568 meters walking distance, and it will charge us €2.1. It doesn't have electric charging facilities, it's not adapted for disabled, and it doesn't offer a car wash service. Again, we can show the directions that we will have to take to get to the parking, and finally the directions from the parking to our desired destination. This time we can see that it's going to charge us more, and it's going to be a longer distance walking from the parking to the desired destination. This is so because this user doesn't have access to the regulated parking zones catalog of parkings. Thus, the system only shows us results for the private parkings. Well, and this is the end of our presentation. Hope to see you parking in Murcia soon. Bye!